Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Subject today is to talk about a 62mm clutch to put in your Baja on a Rovan engine. Guys, it's no use putting on a 62mm clutch on a small bore. I'll tell you that now. You just don't have to torque and grunt in the power curve to run a 62mm clutch. So the guinea pig will be this 45, guys. Right, and this will be trying out on the 45, and it's going on the Talkmaster 71. Okay, because we're right on the limit with the 54 clutches now. When you get X amount of power, all that type of thing, it comes an issue at the end of the day. Right, let's explain things about steel clutches. You guys put steel shoes in your small bore or big bore or whatever. The Taylor, their clutches, right, this is a 62. You don't seem to have a problem like the inner run that might slip, and then you see smoke coming out and you think, oh, you've done a crank seal on the side. And I spun out. It's happened to me a couple of times, thinking, oh, I've got a seal gone, so I end up replacing it. Now, it turns out to be UFC, FS, their clutch shoes, because really mild steel and all that sort of stuff, and that's sort of porous, and they actually got a lot of oil soaked into the shoe, in the metal. Okay, so when you sort of run them, and you sort of find you get a little bit of slip at the end or whatever, and you see a bit of smoke, it's actually coming from your clutch and metal shoes. It's the oil that's drawing out of the metal. It's coming out on your face of your shoes and that's where you see that burning. Now you can hear me bird there, that's the noisy one. Like Lectus. Yeah, she's the one that's got to say 2 bops worth and whatever. Alright, so anyway, we go back to the conversion you need to on a 45 to 71, and you've got clutch issues, and you sort of get sick of it. You have to a point, just I have to move on from 54 to 62. I've got no choice just to the level I am. So we go back to talk about the oil and the shoes. Well, really, probably best to maff it and get the oxy out or whatever, heat them right up overall, not with the springs in there, and trying to burn all that oil out of there, because that's where you get the smoke from. And yeah, it's just it's in the porous part of the metal that is drawing the oil out. It'll take a good 3 to 4 tanks for that problem to go away. Okay, so my cars only do like a 5-minute, 6-minute run, so I tend to work on a 5-minute if I can. It's a 5-minute rule on YouTube. You know, it doesn't break down beforehand and you keep on going. But yeah, so realistic, I'll be lucky to have done a full tank out of anything I got with the Rovan stuff, so it won't go away. Now, to convert your 45 to 71 from a 54mm clutch to 62, right, you can buy all the parts from Taylor. Okay, you buy the universal Taylor type of thing. It does 32 Cs up to 71 on the Rovan engines, right? That is perfect. I like it because, one, there's no heat build up in this clutch housing. That's the beauty why I use these. So you know, you got an enclosed clutch and all that type of thing. That's where your problem is, and you just start heating up. Then you start heating the seal up on that crank. All right. So there's all issues, you know, running high octane. Yeah, well, you haven't got the right pipe. You'll tend to send the heat from the top of the motor down through the crank and to your seal and to your clutch shoes, and that's where you can get slippage. All right, so that's another thing you got to watch what causes that. But at the end of the day, like material clutches in the 45 or the 71, they're gone in seconds, mate. It just rips the material completely off the clutch shoe itself. So you use the Taylor one, this one, so it does the 54, fits the 62 in there very easy. You got all the clearances, right? So the other part you need, you can use a 1.5 mode from Rovan. It'll do the same as that, which is cheaper than this, which I don't mind using that because it doesn't have that part there. So that means you don't have to lift up your top brace plate and all that sort of stuff to get it out. Okay, but you run this is for the 62. Okay, and it does the Taylor engine and it does the Rovan engine, it's all the same. Alright, then we go, right, this is the part you really need, and Mike Taylor makes them. This is off the 70cc twin. Okay, it's actually perfect because they run a 62mm clutch. Right, it's actually better than this champer here. It's better than the 54. The 54 doesn't work on that. It doesn't go far enough on the shaft and it tends to slip. But this, the offset, everything's perfect. So just give you the idea. Okay, the difference. That's a 62mm for the Taylor big bores. Okay. Yeah, I was going to do all the machining stuff on that, but at the end of the day, that shaft hole is bigger than that one, and I already set it up on a 45 and that, and it just works perfect. I do not have to do any machine work. So the clearances, yeah, it's just perfect. This is the right part. So you'll need that part. That's off the 70cc twin. Okay. Obviously you need the 62mm clutch shoes. Okay, usually if I get a set of 62 shoes and that, I get spare springs because you can break them or cook them, stretch them and that goes on there. So then you need the 62mm bell. Okay, well I've got the 2-speed one for this because we're converting this to a 2-speed. Okay, so that all fits together like that. Right, so that's like that. So you got bolts for your spacers. That goes on top of that. Right, and then that goes on to there, and that all sits all into this. No clearance issues. So there you go, guys. Yes, it will cost you a coin, but if you at that power level and you decide to go 62, it's going to cost you X amount of dollars. So, like I say with the 45, this is going to be the guinea pig. I'm going to put that in. Really, I should have got I got one of these as a single speed spare. Was to buy a spare one of these. I do have a spare shoes there. I've got the springs in there, and so I can run. So the only thing I would have to buy is this part only, and this part to put it in the Rovan 71. I've got a feeling like I do have one around, so yeah, it's all good, guys. So anyway, that sort of lets you know what's happening. So we're going to put the 62mm clutch system in it. Then I'll put the rest of the 2-speed because I'm running a semi 27 on the top gear and 24 on the first gear, and that. So yeah, so got a little bit of work to do on this. I've got to make 2 inserts, and I'm thinking about changing that header out to the other header I got for a 50 GT, because 50 GT works out 25mm in diameter there, then it steps up to 28, and I figured it'd be just a proper transaction with the play around the 2 stinger size. What I've got in mind is get the ultimate power out of this engine. So it's still high comp. It's more crankcase volume now, so we're just hoping this can crack 17 or 18,000 revs. So over 10,000 RPM spring set up, so I'll get that hard launch off the mark, so it'll jump on. It does the 24 no problem, just so get it on pipe instant. Then you got your free teeth difference from first gear to second gear, and jump on 27, so it should be still strong on pipe, and pull the weight. And so to me, between 60 and 70 miles per hour can be quite achievable on this. Very interested in that. So yeah, so anyway guys, I thought the information on the 62mm, you hear other people, oh, you don't want to do this and do that, and mate, but I haven't actually seen someone done it. Another clutch system, you can go to 70mm. I have seen it on a Rovan 71, but it's virtually a stock motor. I was on Facebook, and he's got an ALX housing that actually goes on the Rovan. So he's got the ALX adjustable clutch shoe springs. They're adjustable, and he's got the bell holder, but you have to drill a hole in a different location underneath there. It's not in the same spot to make that work. Like, he's done it all on that, but at the end of the day, mate, the engine's practically stock. I've seen it's still a normal cylinder on it, mate, so there's not much fancy. Yeah, he's spending money, but realistically, he hasn't got the power to justify to go to 70mm. With mine, yeah, definitely 7mm go. To me, 62 is going to be quite fine to me. That's all I need. That's what Taylor runs. Don't have a problem with their big bores and that. And yeah, right guys, I'm out. Just a bit of info on a 62mm conversion on your Baja that will suit 45 to 71. I'm out guys. Remember, it's all method to madness, and may the force be with you.